Hey everyone, my name is iProwler and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I promised I would play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney alongside Rhythm Heaven DS, so here we are. This game is basically a lawyer game. It has an anime.
My lips are fatter than a weight.
And it also has a really good sounding funk. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax, and get right into it. So since this is the trilogy, we have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. So we're gonna play the first game, which is Ace Attorney, and we're gonna slowly make our way through everything else. So let's go with Ace Attorney, Episode 1, the first turnabout. Oh, shoot, I have to read. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like that. Whoa! If I just pin this on someone like him, I'll make it look like he did it. Whoa! August 3, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, I am nervous. I am also nervous for you because the frickin' text keeps skipping. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Okay. Oh, I guess this is our chief? Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks, I guess. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yup. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? I would think it is. I assume it is. Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, calm down, bro. If you guys can't tell, I just woke up. I can't deal with screaming right now. It sounds like he wants to die. Oh yeah, I think so. Hey, Nick! Obviously from the intro, you could probably tell that I have heard of this game before. I've played the game, but I've heard of the anime, I've heard of the Objection Funk. Which is why I know of Mr. Larry Butts right here. Who wouldn't know of this guy? Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The girlfriend responsible for your girlfriend's death. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. I thought I was gonna say, my name is Phoenix Wright, and I'm a defense attorney. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my high school best friend. My best friend since grade school. Grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy. That and I owe him one, which is why I took on the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2, preferably without a blocked nose. So I'm just gonna go quickly blow my nose. Oh! court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Is that the voice I want to give the judge? Let's do that. How many voices will I have to do? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alright.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Alright, let's go. Hands shaking, eyesight faded.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the defendant's name in this case.
Why can I not read properly?
The name of the defendant in this case.
Phoenix Wright, Larry Butts, Mia Fey. It is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts.
Correct.
Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what is the victim's name? I have no idea. Oh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you sure you're absolutely up to... I can't... Why do I keep switching the words around? Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, alright? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this case?
Mia Fey, Senator Block, or Sydney Stone? Let's check the court record. This is my attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31. 7:31. June 31st, from 4 to 5 p.m. The cause of death is loss of blood due to blunt force trauma. Mia Fey, age 27, chief attorney at Fay & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, age 23, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22, the victim in the case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, at age 52. That's Linkwold levels of age right there, bro. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Okay, so it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death?
She died because she was hit with a blunt object, blunt force trauma. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct.
You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then.
First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. I'm just gonna give him that voice, bro. He's old, whatever. As Mr. Wright has just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt force object. Would you explain to the court just what this object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying next to the floor, next to the victim. Where did the next come from? I don't know.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Got it.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing another man. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on June 30th, the day before the murder.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddy sugar?
Yes.
Oh, I keep forgetting his voice. Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want me to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens or stop him from answering? Is this relevant to the case? Let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Ugh. And he's wincing, okay. Dude, what do you mean irrelevant? That chin-chi dog, I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's just continue with the trial.
Shall we?
I believe the accused motives is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. He went. What would I do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering? This is a court of law, right? Answer honestly, bro. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order!
Oh my goodness, my nose is so blocked.
Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. Whoa! The voice! The voice! What was that? You know what? I'm keeping your voice after that one. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the crime scene. Or the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. And here is my nose again, bro, ruining everything for me. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Let's, you know what, let's give this guy a calm voice. He seems calm. Oh yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Whoa, witness testimony? Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw him and fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked into the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record. Electricity in Mrs. Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m., so basically the entire time of the crime, right?
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination? Pardon? Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave, duh. Stupid. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? He's not. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. Let's review. Time of death, June 31st, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood to the blood force trauma. This was the murder weapon, a statue in the shape of the thinker. It's pretty heavy. Arrived from Paris on June 30th, and the entire time of the murder, the power was out. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. I just looked at the court record, so I just gotta look at the testimony now. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Alright. Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions. I literally just did that. I'm trying to do my cross-examination. Alright, witness's account, cross-examination. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. And then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.? Hold on. Escape options, Q is press, tab is present. Okay, so this is still, like, technically court record. Time of death, 4:05 p.m. What you talk about 1 p.m.? Hold on, let's present this. Cindy's autopsy report, 4 to 5 p.m. Objection! Oh yeah, objection! Let's go. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Frank? Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy report notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, body to find at 1 p.m. Okay, we got jokes now, Phoenix. Alright, bet, I got you. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, he's sweating. He's sweating. Oh, that's... Whoa. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Are we joking? He said, I remember the time exactly. Are we joking?
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawat, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. That's a quote. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Alright, in his testimony, here we go. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. I'm not gonna say why I looked at the camera there. I'm going to let him testify first. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. This one's hella easy. They're making it easy for me since it's my first day on the job. Where was it? Probably coming from the television. Dumbass. The building was out of power for the entire time of the murder. How you gonna do this? Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Dumbass! You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well,
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
no, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Alright. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Witness testimony, hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. And my alarms are going off. Hold on. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Okay, we're cross-examining this now. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Okay. Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim? Is this a table clock? The statue of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Is this a table clock? I wouldn't think that this is a table clock. Because, I don't know, man. Something about it is ticking me off in the wrong way. You know what? Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? A lawyer? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The next is a switch. You have to tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock.
So we're just gonna believe what he says now. We're just gonna believe what he says now. Alright, bet. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Of course I do. I have problems with everything. I have problems with absolutely everything, okay? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Alright, that's true. I was looking just trying to be... I was looking just trying to be mean and just press him for no reason, but there it is. The witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim. He went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove it I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you the one. Oh, we're jumping immediately. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit. Oh, there he is. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. But what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? I'm never baseless, Mr. Payne. Just look at the witness's face. Look at him.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never... Look, the clock, I heard no... What? Whoa! Whoa! Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and she should burn. Burn. Give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. In fact, which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Try sounding the clock. What is asking the neighbors gonna do? What is examining the clock's batteries gonna do? If we want to prove that he heard the clock, we gotta sound the clock so it actually makes a noise. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions now, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sai heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sai, try to talk your way out of this one, buddy! Come on! You forgot one thing? What is he talking about now? While it may seem that the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Okay, buddy. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Hold it. Hold it. I'm not done yet. Yo, let me do something. Yes, Your Honor. Yo, this guy just giving up.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately.
This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawin. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Whoa, okay, we're launching right into it. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Well, okay. We gotta think, alright? We have to rely on the evidence. Let's check the autopsy report. Blunt force trauma from 4 to 5 p.m. That doesn't give us anything. A statue in the shape of the thinker, it's rather heavy. The victim's passport apparently arrived from home from Paris the day before the murder. Where does this game take place? Okay, so it's a passport for the United States of America. So if the United States of America, let's say that it's my time, for example, like, let's say this place it's taking place in New York of the US. So it would be 8:07 right now. If I was in Paris, I know this isn't really ethical in the court of law to be searching up what time it would be in Paris, but, let's go with it. It would be 2:08 p.m., which is definitely not 3 hours ahead. What time zone does Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney play in? The English localized versions are set to Pacific time. So, what time is it in Pacific Standard Time? It's 5:09 a.m. Really? Wait, 5:09, right? What time is it in Paris? 2:09. Wait a second. 5:09 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time. It's 2:09 p.m. in Paris. That technically is a 3-hour difference, right? Oh my goodness, my alarm. Like, if we ignore the fact that it's morning and afternoon, it's a 3-hour difference. And the thinker... Hold on. Yo, I actually ought to, like, rack my brain for this. The thinker said, I think it's 8:25. It's 11:25. No one said anything about morning or afternoon. It could be 8:25 at night. It could be early in the morning. I don't know what time it is right now. Actually, no. It said district court like 10 a.m. or something. But if we ignore the fact of if we ignore morning and afternoon, it would technically be 3 hours behind 5 p.m. I think I got my reason. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. I think I got it. Well then, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see if you can pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. This is the only thing that makes sense. The blackout doesn't make sense. The statue doesn't make sense. The statue is the main focal point here, so I can't present the statue. Cindy's autopsy report doesn't make sense for this either. The only thing I haven't presented in this court yet is the passport. Let's do it. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours, Pacific Standard Time. When it is 4 p.m. here, it is 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! Gotcha! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? This guy is so unfunny. Whoa, oh, he just foamed at the mouth. Whoa, 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 whoa! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payton, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken your way, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Not guilty! Let's go. I steamrolled there. I steamrolled through it, but to be honest, this is only for the first trial. It's probably gonna get harder. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do the dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief, I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. I used my big brain for that one, come on. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look at this happy. If she's glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. If she's this happy, Larry must be ecstatic. He's over here crying. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait. No, I mean, bad. Bad. Excuse me? You're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. You owe me some food, buddy. Come on. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? The Thinker. So it's you're giving us the murder weapon here? Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? He made the Thinker. Yeah, ain't no way, bro. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Yo, he got a serious face. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it, bro? I'm sorry. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing for me for a fool. Doesn't that just make you want to cry? Not really, to be honest. Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, so okay? Oh, I'm not sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? That's what I was saying. What the hell is this girl talking about? The Thinker. He made it as a gift, right? Larry Butts made the Thinker as a gift for her. It was still in her apartment. If she really didn't like him, she wouldn't have kept it, right? I mean, it's the least she could do, right? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Right, that's true. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a heavy clock, bro. It's a pretty heavy clock to be taken traveling, and look at it, it's so unorthodox. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. I do. Also, hopefully you realize things can change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you must have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. So how about dinner? On me? Oh, hell yeah, let's go! Screw Mr. Oh, wait.
Are we taking Larry with us?
Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of, why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me about it sometimes. Maybe over drinks? Sure. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." It really is. It's good to have a nice, friend group to support you. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave to Mia. So I did that for free? Oh, hell nah. Hell nah, you owe me at least 100 USD, bro. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. A brand new episode has been added. That's the end of the first episode, the first turnabout. Do I save your progress up to this point? Yes, please. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters, Day 1 Investigation. Alright. That should be it, right? Oh, yo, hold on. I don't wanna... Hello, this is Maya. Okay, we're gonna end the video here. We finished the first episode. In the next episode, we are going to do the Turnabout Sisters, which is next, obviously. If you guys are enjoying this so far, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to join this tight-knit community I'm trying to build here on YouTube. This game is hella fun. Can't wait to see where this new episode goes. But with all that said, I thank you all for watching. And remember to stay hydrated.